I began work on this photo project 10 years ago, inspired by Mikhail Kalatozov's cinematic poem I Am Cuba. This is a poetic journey through the island at the end of the 20th, beginning of the 21st century. A journey to document a period of history that is slipping away. A way of life, a spirit of a nation never to be repeated. My first trips to Cuba were like a return back in time, to the years when my country was called the Soviet Union, to the days when life was full of communist slogans, shortages, queues, and political restrictions. There were bad things about those times, and there were good things. And people sometimes still argue whether we lost more than we gained. In Cuba there is nowhere and no reason to rush. A day commences with a slow, natural pace, yet every now and then it erupts in a fountain of music, the rhythm of life bursting out from the people's souls. The 1950s cars held together by spit and wire, the houses, the spicy streets, the warm, family-like neighborhoods. The way people move, speak, and think is a bit old-fashioned. Life is simple, down to earth. This without doubt helps arrange the feelings in a very sincere and plain form. I explain to those I meet and photograph that I come from Russia. They don't always understand right away, but then they smile back and pronounce the name in a funny way. Ah, Rossiya. I've tried to be one of them. Remember the same socialist camp? No, it doesn't work. A big gap divides us. The clothes I'm wearing, the dollars in my pocket, and the fact that I will soon board a plane and fly away draw a line between us. I sometimes feel like a capitalist walking the streets of Moscow back in the 1970s. I've met Cubans who studied in the Soviet Union and spoke Russian, Air Force pilots now working as bartenders, qualified engineers that have become waiters in resorts for foreigners in Varadero or Guadalajara. Just like in my country a little over a decade ago, I could see that socialism makes people in Cuba childlike. They're spoiled like we were, because they don't have to worry about losing their homes, jobs. They don't have to pay for education and medicine. Many Cubans honestly believe, just as we did in the former Soviet Union, that market reforms will instantly bring prosperity. Unfortunately, it's not all that easy. Many ordinary people in Russia are now disillusioned. They feel abandoned by the state. They feel betrayed. Cuba is searching for a path into the future, a path that will not dismiss the social achievements that followed the revolution. Before it's Cuba's turn to enter the time of changes, I hope to produce an intimate photographic portrait of the vibrant yet extremely fragile Cuban soul, the overwhelming power and spirit of the Cuban people, to tell about life as it is today, innocent and naive, with all its hardships. A photograph is a reflection of how one views the world around him. It can only describe the things a photographer is prepared to see. José Martí once wrote, "Nobody can be more perfect than the sun. The sun burns with the same light that warms. The sun has spots. The ungrateful speak only of the spots. The grateful speak of the light."
loco amor que en la sangre me hierve, no puedo no puedo estar ya yo sin tu amor. Este loco amor, el amor de mi vida. No puedo estar ya yo sin